Just leaving my albergue. Bye bye albergue. I'm getting later and later, but I have a bed reserved again today, so it's 10 to 7. Nice cool morning so far, but I think it's given it to get pretty warm. Can't remember how far I have to go. 25, 26 kilometres maybe. Anyway, no. Yeah, I'll let you know. I think there's an alternative route today that'll take us away from the road, but I don't know whether I'll follow it because I think this might be the stretch where there have been a number of interactions, will we say, with a dirty old local man and women pilgrims. And if I was going through one of those more isolated areas and there was nobody else on the path, I'd probably shit myself. So I will stay along the road, although there seems to be quite a few people now. There's a lot of people who started in Leon, so as you can see, or maybe you can't, there's a little huddle of pilgrims up ahead, and that one right in front of me is Martin from southern Germany, and it's actually, he lives about 2 hours away from the town that my brother-in-law was brought up in, Tuttlingen. So there you go. And there's the sun. Beautiful. Probably not picking it up because it's too far away, but there's a bloody big stork walking about in that field. And I'm assuming he's come down from, where did that thing go? Must be behind this house. There's another one of those towers type buildings with, oh there it is, with storks and nests, bell tower things. So he must be the mummy or the daddy, or to get some grub for the babies. Dunno. And they make a real loud clacking noise. Oh shit, I just missed one flying back up. Make a real loud clacking noise when they're feeding the babies. See him? Oh. Come on, fly again. He's not going to. There he is, way over there. And he's after landing. Not quick enough to get them flying, but they're impressive. Now this magnificent specimen, as I told you, the Spanish seem to love a bridge. However, this one is the longest and oldest medieval bridge in Spain. Dates from the 13th century. However, it is built on top of a much earlier Roman bridge. And it is fabulous. I'll walk up this way a wee bit. Look, I'm not even pointing the damn camera at it, am I? I really need to put my glasses on when I'm looking at these things. So yeah, it is pretty long. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 17, 18, about 18 arches. But I think it's magnificent. Who'd have thought that as well as churches that develop a thing for bridges? because you can't help it here. But it's fucking hard to walk on. I'll stick to these middle paving stones and hope I don't do another comedy trip going over it. So, stopped at a place there for breakfast. Coffee was very strong, a bit bitter. Don't often get that. You get pretty good coffee in Spain, I have to say. But probably if I had coffee con leche, it would have been perfect, but black, it was just a little bit too much. But the tortilla with ham and cheese was nice. Don't know why I'm telling you this, I'm just filling space. I suppose the better view of this was from the side. I'm sure you're not one bit interested in me walking over cobblestones. So, right. I said I wasn't going to take the alternative route, that I was going to go via the road. However, mostly everybody's taking the alternative route. So am I. I'm sure it'll be a much nicer route than running parallel to that busy road. And since there's so many people doing it, chances of running into the pervert are few and far between. They'd probably think I was a man with my baldy noggin anyway, and wouldn't bother me. We fields of corn both sides here, but look at these stone troughs, all filled with all sorts of, there's spuds, there's carrots, onions, and then, although this is dried out, I'm assuming this is sort of the irrigation system. Gathers water, rainwater. But I love this. Paddy, hope you haven't killed my tomato plant. Aye, back to the old climbing. Can't say I missed it. And as always, what went up must go down on these rocks without falling. That's a little Donativo place where you could stop for orange juice, get a stamp. And I did see a sign for wine tasting, but onwards and downwards. Just a wee whiz around. It probably is a much nicer path than going by the road. However, what you're walking on is absolutely rough on the feet and the legs. But it'll be worth it, won't it? Actually, I've just had a thought. I read the question somewhere, what makes a pilgrimage and not just a long walk or a hike? And I've decided it's these stony paths, because this truly is penance. There's plenty of long walks I can do at home on nice tar macadam, soft on the feet, soft on the joints. So this, I hope, will pave my way to heaven, and I can continue my hedonistic lifestyle without any fear of ending up in the fiery flames. I think I've reached the highest point for today. At least I hope I have. And I'm hoping I'm about, 5k to the town that I'm heading. But my albergue is the far end of the town. There's some mountains in the distance. And there's some cyclists coming. I'm glad I was stopped because I heard them. working camera wouldn't play ball. He can be a little twat at times, nodding his little head. But anyway, oh, I've sore legs today. That's back to the climbing when I haven't been used to it. So this is the cross, the point at which the two paths, the one that I took, coming that way, and the roadway one, where she's coming, meet. And that's the cross, and I'm assuming that down beyond there, that town, is Astorga. Okay, no. Hold on, I'll fix this. Is Astorga, which is where I'm headed. Ooh. Trip. A nice little rose garden. Shit. I need to look where I'm going. Oh, if that further one's Astorga, it looks further than 5k away. Maybe it's that there down in the hollow. Please let it be that one down in the hollow and not the further one. I'll give you a better look in a minute. I'm going to stop now and consult my book and see if it's this first bit or the further bit where I'm headed. I have a notion it's the further bit. Yeah. According to the book, this bit, the closer bit, is San Juan de something. Ah, the further one is Astorga. But impressive looking building, a slap bang in the middle of it. So we'll check that out when I get there. Just coming into the outskirts of the edge of Astorga, and I have to say today I am beat. Must have been a few hills and the steep coming down, but my legs are buggered. So I think this is a town that'd be worth looking around, but I don't know. I'll see how my legs are later after I've had a shower and a wee sit down, because my albergue is sort of towards the far end of the town, which will be good for tomorrow morning, but not good for now when I'm knackered. But I'm here. Woohoo! This is the cathedral in Astorga. Looking up there, people coming out from Mass. I might have a wee look to catch my breath after a killer hill. This is obviously some sort of excavation site. Seems to be a recording in Spanish. I'll have to check that out later, if my legs will let me. That wasn't the cathedral, by the way. I think it was just a chapel. Anyway, I'm way up here to find my albergue. My albergue is a really old building. I'll show you when we're coming down the stairs. And this town is heaving. And I don't know if you can hear the racket, but when there's the church bells ringing, but there's also a band playing around the streets. It must be some sort of festival today. I'll have to check that out too. So, glad I'm here. I'm going to have a shower. Not even going to wash my socks today. I'll do them tomorrow. And I'm going straight out for a beer and something to eat. So this is it. I'm going down the rickety ancient stairs. And on the second floor, showers and toilets are on the first. Hope I don't waken anybody in the middle of the night, but Such is life. This set of stairs here, particularly rickety. But, and in there is a kitchen you can use. However, there's no supermarket open because it's Sunday. Not that I was intending to cook anyway. And this is the hallway. God, I still don't think I've paid. St. James, the Pilgrim, and out into the street to go looking for a bar. That way, or that way. This way. Right, so we have the cathedral here. Well, this is round the side of it. But round here then is the Gaudi designed Bishop's Palace. I'm just showing you this wee bit. I'd like to come back out later and see a bit more, but whether my legs will let me or not, I don't know. Anyway, Gaudi actually didn't see this through to the end. It was completed, he left it roofless. It was completed by somebody else because his good friend, the bishop, who he designed this for and was overseeing the building, died suddenly. And then there was some sort of rift or some sort of falling out with the church and Gaudi, so he left it unfinished. My albergue is very close to this cathedral, so I'm hoping if those bells go all night that my earplugs will drown it out. But it is very impressive. And I've just met Edith from French Canada, and she told me it's really spectacular inside. But I'll maybe check it out later because I'm buggered. And I'm going to throw my legs up for half an hour.